Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel, All About April. I am so excited to be talking to you today about today's topic. Today I am going to be sharing with you my PSLF journey, otherwise known as the Public Service Loan Forgiveness, okay? So I am an educator. I have been an educator for 17 years. Yes, 17 years. And my student loans were just forgiven. All right. So I want to go through the process with you of how this happened, how I obtained the loans, etc. All right. I also want to be able to give hope and to inspire other people that their time too is going to come. All right, because I know one of the things for me in applying was I knew no one who had gone through this journey, and I was just like, I guess I'll do it because why not? But it's good to know that there are people out there who are having their loans forgiven so that you don't feel like this is just an anomaly and it'll never happen for you. So, in the early 2000s, I went to college at the Louisiana State University. Go Tigers, forever LSU. And I obtained my bachelor's degree, okay? Late 2000s, not late 2000s. Yeah, so like around 2009 through 2012, I decided to get my master's degree at Texas Women's University in teaching, learning, and curriculum with my specialization in history because, as y'all know, I am also a historian. Now, my plan was to pay off half and then pay the other half when I would get my taxes off. But as we also know, life happens. So that plan just did not work. And I had more student loans that I had to pay off. And I did not know how that was going to happen. I'm an educator, okay? So I desired, and there were things that I wanted to do, but the jobs were not falling in line. I applied to be a community college professor. I applied for certain other positions, and they were not happening for me. So I ran across some hard times, and then COVID happened. COVID happened, all right? And prior to COVID, I was putting them into forbearance because they were a lot, and I'm a teacher. We do not get paid enough money for what my loans were asking for me to pay. Let me also add that my interest rate was, it was something, all right? I also want to say that I think that a lot of people have a misconception like, oh, you just went to school, you took out these loans. Like, no, people are going to school because they want a better life for themselves. People are taking out these loans because they have no other option. I worked like every weekend whenever I was at LSU. I never went to any football games whenever I was on campus, no basketball games because I was always working. And, you know, the way financial aid is set up, it's according to your parents' income. My parents had 3 other kids to be able to take care of, and they helped me out. I had scholarships, but it still was not enough. And college is also expensive. So it's definitely a double-edged sword. And I wanted a better life for myself. And I wanted to service my community by becoming an educator. It's unfortunate that educators do not get paid for all the work that we do. Because let me tell you, I think some of you saw it in the pandemic, but it is a lot, all right? So fast forward, COVID happens. The government decides to put the loans into forbearance, but they were counting the payments as if they were happening during these months, and they were not charging interest. And lo and behold, the PSLF program had been going on, but they decided to put out what was called the temporary PSLF program. All right, remember, PSLF is Public Service Loan Forgiveness. So this is for people who are working in the community and servicing in that particular way. So one of the things was you had to have been in education or in the service field for at least 10 years. You had to show proof that you had been doing it. And as I mentioned, the payments would count. So I saw people talking about it on Twitter, and they were like, go apply. Some people are saying they have been forgiven. Excuse me. And they've gotten out of it. And I'm like, I guess. And so the lady who was on Twitter, she was like, look, just apply. Let them tell you no. And I'm like, you know what? That's a great point. I never thought of things in that particular way. So I get my paperwork together and I apply. I get the people in the district to send it off, and lo and behold, it's done. So I tell my friends about it. I tell the people on my campus where I teach at. I told them about it, and everybody's just like, I guess, like, I don't really know if I want to do this, because it sounds crazy that they'll just forgive your loans. But when you've been teaching for 17 years, I'm just going to try anything. I'm going to let you tell me no. All right. So I did this in March of 2022. All right. I sent my stuff off, but lo and behold, my employment was not verified yet. I found this out in late October 2022. And the cutoff for the temporary PSLF was October 31st, 2022. So I got that redone, etc., just to make sure that my stuff was in. Forgot about it. December 15th, I'm about to drive to Louisiana for my mom's graduation. She got her bachelor's degree. So excited about this. And I see the same lady say, go check your PSLF accounts. And I'm like, I ain't checking that. Like, I got stuff to do. I need to drive to Louisiana, and traffic's gonna be crazy. So I get in my car, I drive to Louisiana, and I'm, sitting on the couch at my dad's house, and my friend texts me, and she's like, check your loan account. People in the Facebook group are saying that they've been forgiven. My Facebook has been deleted over someone tried to hack my account over some craziness, okay? I don't even want to get into that. So I go into my account and I see that it says, your account is in good standing, and there's a green check mark. And I'm like, I tried to click on the make a payment, and I'm like, what does this mean? I don't know what this is. So I scroll down and I see zeros, and I'm like, I've never seen this before. But sometimes whenever they are transferring your accounts or whatever, it does that. Even though my loans had been consolidated, because that was one of the pieces of PSLF as well. Child, I sent this to my homegirl, and she was like, girl, you've been forgiven. And I'm like, what? So, I started crying, and my dad's like, you're not happy enough for me. And I'm like, well, I don't really know, like, if it's true or whatever. So I didn't want to get too happy, because my friend was like, just call to verify in the morning. So as I'm getting dressed to go to my mom's graduation, I call Mohila, because that's who my account was with. And the woman was like, yeah, it's showing paid in full. And that is when I broke out into like hysterical tears, because I was just so thankful to God. I feel like I had put in the work on this earth, and I had finally gotten my reward. Even the lady was like, amen. 17 years in education, and my public loans have finally been forgiven. So for anyone who is out there going through this journey, I just want to tell you to remain encouraged and to just wait your turn. I think that's the big thing. Wait your turn, because it is a very long and tedious process. They're going through everything. But if you've done everything the way that you were supposed to, if the Mohila people have said that you have turned in all of your paperwork, your time is coming, okay? I will not be the only person that you know who has had their loans forgiven, but I think it's important for me to share this with other people, because I want people to know that they too can have this in their life and be free of having this over their heads. So yes, this was my PSLF journey. I am so happy to be able to share this. I am so thankful to God. However I can thank him, I will, because he has been showing out for me, okay? So just hold on a little bit longer. Help is on the way, all right? And just know that your time is going to come as well. So thank you, friends, for listening to me talk about my PSLF journey. I hope that you find a reward in this as well. In the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also share with someone else that their time is coming. Now, I remember seeing Education Secretary Miguel Cardona say that the temporary program was supposed to be permanent beginning in July. So you may see me back on here with a video about that. But in the meantime, again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And you have an amazing day. Bye, friends.